Good morning. I'm going to show you guys how we make a smoothie. So I'm going to show you everything that we have here. Not saying that you have to use all these things, but I think it's important to at least put in, it doesn't have to be Dr. Sabi's bromide plus powder. His bromide plus powder, the only ingredients, let's see how we can do that, is, all right, I'll just read it. Irish moss and bladderwrack. And you can get that separately. Hold on. Which is what we did. So I just put 2 equal parts in that container. So this is the bladderwrack, and I ran out of the Irish sea moss. So let's say if I scooped an entire cup in there, I'll get another cup of the Irish moss and then mix it up, and then I add it into the smoothie. Well, that is what your body needs as far as like minerals. There are 102 minerals on the earth, and that contains 90 of them. So you're kind of going to be set as far as what you're putting in your body. And it's going to kind of help you use the bathroom and flush some things out. It's going to give you a little bit of energy. So let me just put the camera on what I got going on down here. Let's see. All right. Right now, the way I do the I just add some water. I don't measure. I'm just eyeballing it because everybody likes their smoothie different. Somebody might want it thick. Somebody might want it, you know, thinner. I'm making a milk base. You can make a juice base, like out of orange juice or apple juice or whatever. I like mine out of a milk base. And when I say milk, I don't mean cow's milk. I mean like a hemp seed or walnut milk. So I need to add some more in there. This stuff smells like the ocean, but it doesn't taste like the ocean. After you mix everything up, you're not gonna smell it. So now I just blend this for a minute. This is just water and the Irish moss and bladderwrack, or the bromide plus powder. Okay, so now I'm gonna make the milk base. I'm gonna use hemp seeds. I pulled out the bag of walnuts just to pretty much show that all you would do is, you know, just put some walnuts in the water, a sweetener. I'm gonna use date paste, which is just grounded up dates. You can buy single dates and take the pit out and throw a couple in there. Just whatever you think is sweet enough for you. And so right here is just some hemp seeds. Like I say, I don't really measure. I just know that this right here is about enough. And just so it can have kind of like that extra oily, not oily, but you know how milk kind of has that little bit of fat taste. This is coconut oil. Just put a little bit of there. And I do like a small, you know, small amount of sea salt. Throw that in there. And then to sweeten it up, I put some date paste. And usually about this, with the sweetness of the fruit, is plenty. And then at this point, I throw my fresh ginger in there. Not everybody's a fan of it, but I love the way ginger tastes in a smoothie. So then I blend that again. Alright, so I pulled out of the freezer. We buy fresh strawberries, and then I wash them, and then I cut the caps off, and then I freeze them. And then I do the same thing for like blackberries. And you can do the same thing for any other fruit like mangoes. I did the same thing for bananas. I bought some Boro bananas, and I allow them to get like pretty ripe, and then I wash them, peel them, and then I freeze them. So this gives it like a kind of like a milkshake kind of consistency when you deal with frozen bananas as opposed to the fresh ones. So at this point, I just, you know, I put in however much I want to put in there, and usually, you know, oops. I want a little bit of blackberries. I should have put my banana in there first. I do 2. Luckily, there's 2 frozen together. So I usually put the banana in there first. Ugh. Let's see. There we go. All right. And then we blend that up. I guess we did get it all mixed in there. And then I add about 4 ice cubes. 5. And I pulse it. And boom. This is like perfect. Smoothie is pretty filling. If Andre were here, he would have half, I would have half, but he's not here. I'm gonna have the whole thing, and I don't find it to be all that I don't find it to be as filling as Andre does. I find it to be like, you know, perfect. Yeah, this is perfect. And that's how I make we make our smoothies in the morning. It just helps to kind of have the fruit already prepared and frozen in advance. It tastes better and it's just convenient. And that's it. Clean this up. It's supposed to be a smoothie. I mean, it is a smoothie. But I think with the frozen bananas and the coconut oil and it being made like a milk base with the hemp seeds, if this stuff wasn't in it and not so much of the date paste and it was just water, it would just look like it would just look like milk. It'd just be white fluid. But with the frozen bananas, the coconut oil, it just gives it like a milkshake taste. So this is kind of like pretty much a strawberry banana milkshake. That's what it tastes like. So good. So glad I don't have to share. All right, guys. And this dude seems to think that when I make a smoothie, it's for him. So everything that's in it, he can have. So he goes at it. He goes in. So it's good for everybody. All of a sudden, denim is like a low-key vegan.